I can really work on that.
Okay. So I'll start by saying it's the same as Dance of the Triangles.
Okay.
And the triangles are as follows. Attending, or paying attention.
Okay.
Locating, location. Locating is a process of seeking out something that you know that's there until you can spot it.
Okay.
And location is what is having spotted it, where you spotted it. So attending has a quality of uncertainty about it, uncertainty. Because you haven't found it yet, you're locating it, you haven't located it. And even if you locate it, in order to keep it in your field of view, you have to scan it. You can't fixate on it or it just vanishes away.
Sure.
So that's the attending triad. Remembering, integrity persisting. Integrity is simply the matter of there being something. The sense of there being something there is a sense that there is something that holds together and can be spotted. And holds together is the persisting part. And what it is that's persisting is the integrity part.
Right.
So in order to spot anything, you've got to locate it, and you've got to locate something that has some cohesiveness. If it doesn't have cohesiveness, you can't hold your attention on it. It's like herding cats. So that's the next aspect of the TetraSeed. Following, intending. Intending is the moving of the thing that's persisting. It's the moving of it, the activity of it. Okay. Now, as I'm presently formulating the next version of the Crystal Crown procedure, intending is motion existing. Motion existing is the tendency for things to be a certain way. The existing part is the certain way part.
Okay.
So that's 3. And the 4th being imagining mystery appearance, or imagining mystery appearing. Every imagination, everything that we imagine is a coming into existence or an appearing. It takes some time before we recognize what has appeared. It's like focusing. It takes about a quarter of a second for the eyes to come into focus on something you've just shifted to viewing. Same thing with understanding something that you've heard, such as just now. It takes a certain amount of time between your hearing and your comprehending.
Sure.
And with everything else. So, but they call that reaction time when it comes to movement or responsiveness.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always a period of mystery in ongoing experience. Moment to moment, there's always a continuous experience of mystery. You don't know what I'm going to say next. You don't know what you're going to think next.
Right.
Baseline, mystery. And at the first moment of appearance of anything to us, there is mystery appearing. It becomes comprehensible if we have a memory that kind of matches the thing. It approximately matches it, only approximately, because every experience is unique with differences from any other. But it's close enough that you can put your attention on it because you remember something sort of similar that helps you to home in on it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's always that zone of incomprehensibility, moment to moment. When memory dominates, when we resort to memory heavily in resisting experience or change, we close off the incoming channel. We're resorting to what we remember. We're not open to something that we don't know. So the sense of mystery is unacceptable. That's why people keep clinging to what they think they know.
Mm-hmm.
You see it a lot in the old movies of the 40s where someone expresses an emotion or a concern and someone else says, oh, that's just such and such.
Right.
They're resorting to memory. So there's a great premium placed on knowing and a shame factor imposed on not knowing. And the combination leads to stupidity. Stupidity is a close off to learning. It's a close off to what's unknown and new in favor of what we already know. And thereby, because we don't adjust moment to moment to fit the moment, and we do the standard response, we make mistakes. We maladjust. If people drove a car that way, they'd be in deep doo-doo.
Yeah.
And in fact, that is what happens with automobile accidents, always involving inattentiveness by somebody. And when there's an ad on TV of a couple of teenagers cutting up and talking while driving, and bam, the next thing that happens, the airbags inflate. The guy wasn't paying attention. So he was driving based on memory, not on what was incoming information. So that's kind of a way of describing in broad strokes the four. And if in listening to this you pause and contemplate, we already were doing it, you contemplate each unit of discussion, it'll take you deeper intuitively into it. Intuition is always real time. That is to say, not memory, but incoming. Intuition comes in through the imagination channel. Intuition is always unknown or unanticipated. When it happens, what it discloses is unanticipated. That's how it can come in. If it's anticipated, that's memory. And if memory is too dominant, it shuts the incoming channel. It actually clogs it.
Okay.
How's that?
Plenty to chew on.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm fine with what you've given me, and I will be reviewing this over and over.
Have a good time.
I will.
Okay.
I will. All right, sir. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning.
At 9 a.m.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See
So
you
long.
then.